1981 Ford F-250 four-wheel drive. Let's take it for a test drive. All right, so today we're in a really unique truck. This is a 1981 Ford F-250 or a Ranger F-250. It is a 95,000 mile truck, has a lot of really cool things going for it. The driveline that's in it is the original numbers matching motor. It's a 351 modified or a 400, whatever you want to call it, backed by the E40D automatic overdrive transmission. This is obviously a four-wheel drive truck, and it has all of your standard four-wheel drive components, and it all works great. Manual locking hubs on the outside of the truck. You do have factory heat and AC. The AC blows nice and cold. It's been converted to R134A. Being that it's an 81, it is carbureted. Carburetor is set up well. Looks like it's recently been replaced. Drivability, as you can see, going down the road at 60, 65 miles an hour. Doesn't beat you to death. It's got good power. Like any older carbureted vehicle, pump the gas once or twice, let it warm up a little bit, and you're ready to roll. Temperature's coming up good, so we'll give it just a chance to get some heat in the motor before we really get on it. The exhaust has been replaced. It's got aftermarket duals, tailpipes coming out the back underneath the bumper. Has a good exhaust note, but not too terribly loud, not a whole lot louder than it would have been from the factory. But you can tell that the mufflers have at least been replaced. On the interior, stock style red interior, does have a dash overlay. It's like a little cap that's on the dash. It does have some cracks underneath it. This is not glued down, so if you want to remove that, you can and replace the dash pad. Just full transparency there, it does have a dash cap on it. Door panels on the top, they do appear to be original, and they have a few like little, they're not chalky, but you can see where it's just kind of faded. Looks like they've probably been re-dyed at some point, but it shows well. Lower dash is in great shape. Seat cover and seat foam are in excellent condition. Floor mats, carpets, all that stuff does check out good. Factory stereo, factory heat and AC controls, has the really cool CB stereo with the CB antenna on the outside of the truck. As far as the does it work section for this Ranger F-250, the only thing we have listed as a no on this one is going to be the cruise control. Sometimes those are hit and miss. Right now I have been unable to get it to work, but we will try it one more time on the return trip because you never know, we might get lucky and it might start working. But make sure you check out the additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Very simple and easy for you to find, and I will walk you through it. Go to pcclassiccars.com, click on the inventory tab, find this vehicle within the inventory tab, scroll to the very bottom, you'll see a section that says additional media. That will have the Carfax, photos of the motor numbers, the VIN numbers, the tags on the truck, as well as the keys and any imperfections that we find. The additional media section is very important, so if you're interested in this truck, make sure you check that out. Again, pcclassiccars.com. But for a refresher, we do have the cruise listed as a no, but everything else is going to be listed as a yes on this one and functioning properly. We're warmed up. We do have two aftermarket gauges up underneath the dash for voltage and oil pressure, and then you have your standard gauges for the speedometer, fuel, and temp gauge in front of us. And those are working, so we're going to go ahead and roll into it a little bit. As far as the underneath goes, floors, inner rockers, cab corners, bottom side of the bed, frame itself, all that checks out great. I don't see any rust issues or rust problem. Like any older vehicle or even your newer stuff, on the non-painted suspension components, your drive shaft, you will get some surface corrosion on those areas, but this is not a rusty truck, nor has it ever been a rusty truck. It is a good, solid pickup on the bottom. On the exterior, it's code 2K, which is going to be your cranberry red exterior. Truck has been reshot. There's a little crease, a vertical crease on the driver's door. You got to catch it in the right light to kind of see it. Maybe a PDR guy, if you can pop the door panel off, can probably get a little bit of it out. Again, you have to be in the right light or in my showroom underneath the fluorescent lights to be able to see it. On the tops of the bed sides, like on the flat surfaces on the bed sides, you can see some little imperfections in the bodywork where they could have made it 100% straight. These trucks weren't perfectly straight when they were new, so my guess is that when the truck was repainted, they probably just scuffed it and reshot it. So it does have some imperfections there. Just being really nitpicky, it still is a clean truck, shows great, something I would be personally proud to own. Just always like to be as honest and as transparent as I can possibly be. The top of the cab does have a little scuff that's been like a little scratch, a little scuff spot here and there. And then around the truck, there's little imperfections. Does have an aftermarket tailgate on it. The original tailgate does have some dents and dings, but it will go with the truck if the next owner wants it. When it comes to four-wheel drives, there is not a better tire, at least my personal preference, than a white letter BFG tire. Has a great stance, has a great cosmetic look to it. I love the wheel and tire combo. I actually really like this body style Ford. Some people love it, some people don't like it. They like the next generation, but for me, I like the earlier stuff like this as well. Just a really cool and a great looking truck. I like the CB antenna. I like the aftermarket tailgate. Again, those wheels and tires are just cool on this pickup. On the interior, the driving position is great. The seat foam doesn't feel broken down. Plenty of room to get in and out underneath the steering wheel. Oh, we'll try that cruise here real quick. We do have it listed as no, and not getting lucky, so I'm not being able to get the cruise to go. So something still is wrong with the cruise control. That will be for the next owner to dive into that if they want to. Not the end of the world. That's the only thing that's not working. Glass is in great shape. Minimal wind noise. Windows roll up and down like they should. They are a manual window, which I actually really like. The windshield doesn't have any major issues outside of just a few little road nicks. And then you do have your sliding back glass, and you do have some aftermarket gun racks in here, so if you do need to put your guns in here, you got the rack to do it. Downshifts like it should when you get further into the throttle. Again, being a 351 modified or a 400, again, you can call it either one. They're not high performance setups, but it still will do what you need it to do as a truck. Has plenty of power for regular driving, or if you do need to tow something, it will do that. You're just not doing a dead stop burnout. The truck was never designed for that. Like a lot of the earlier Fords like this, you do get a couple little squeaks from the dash itself, but it's just kind of a nitpicky thing. Bed floor in the back does check out good. Does look like it had an aftermarket hitch because there's a few holes drilled in the bed floor back there, or they had something mounted in the bed floor at some point. If you wanted to, you could plug those holes and do a nice spray in bed liner if someone wanted to, but the bed is in good shape, which is some, again, little dings here and there. Engine compartment's very factory, all stock. This is, again, the numbers matching motor. Charging system's doing its job. The wiring is neat and clean. I don't see anything out of place or any issues with any of that. If it is a little loud in the video, for wind noise, we have a crazy cross breeze today, and as you can see, it still drives really nice. This is a really bumpy road, and being a four-wheel drive system, especially this age range of truck that kind of beats you around sometimes, this one doesn't have any of that. It's a good, comfortable truck, being 95,000 miles, tons and tons of life left in it. Doesn't look like it was a truck that was ever worked hard or beat on. Just the overall condition of the truck just leads me to believe that it was a well cared for pickup since it was new. Turn signal switch is nice and tight. Your interior turn signals that are digital there, or not digital, they're just on the dash. And we have our glove box here, opens and closes properly. Not a whole lot going on in there, but it is there. And then again, with your CB stereo, you can't really open that all that well, but it is there. And if the CB stereo wasn't there, you'd be able to open it, but not the end of the world. I forgot to touch on it, but you do have your manual mirrors on the left and right side, and then your factory rear view mirror. Easy to see out of, no problems with that. Steering wheel is in good shape. Overall, really cool truck. As always, I'm Michael. This is a 1981 Ford Ranger F-250 four-wheel drive, 95,294 actual miles, AC, automatic transmission, just a kick-ass truck. As always, from myself and everybody else here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across all of the social platforms every single day, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.